Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BZ. And tonight I want to talk to you about a force that shapes more lives than we often realize. Fear. Not the fear of danger or darkness or failure. I'm talking about a quieter fear, a more subtle fear. A fear that hides behind smiles. A fear that hides behind overachieving and over-explaining. I'm talking about the fear of not being good enough. The fear of disappointing people. The fear that keeps you performing instead of living. My fear was approval addiction. For years, I didn't even know it was fear. I thought I was being helpful. I thought I was being nice. I thought I was being considerate, hardworking, ambitious. But deep underneath all of it was the unspoken belief that if they don't approve of you, you don't matter. And so I lived in constant audition. I lived to be whoever people needed me to be. I said yes when everything inside of me screamed no. I poured myself out, hoping somebody would finally say, "You're good enough." And the truth is, fear controlled every decision that I made. Fear decided every relationship that I stayed in, and fear dictated every goal that I chased. Fear made me obsessed with being liked, accepted, validated, applauded. Now here's the truth about fear. Fear is a liar that demands all of you while giving nothing back. And eventually I reached a point where something had to break, and it couldn't be me again. I started asking myself one life-changing question. What would my life look like if I stopped trying to impress other people and started trying to please God and honor myself? I turned off all my notifications on social media. I checked my emails periodically, once or twice a week, and I started focusing on revenue-producing activities and spending alone time with God every day. And this immediately removed my approval addiction. That one question flipped a switch in me. I realized that the approval I was chasing from other people was something that they were never designed to give me in the first place. People are inconsistent. People change. People forget. But God's approval is rooted in identity, not performance. So I made a decision, a very bold one, a scary one, a decision that saved my life. I stopped letting fear vote on my destiny. I started focusing on what does God think of me and how can I best serve Him. The moment I broke free from my approval addiction, something incredible happened. I unlocked my voice, found my courage, and discovered my calling. I learned how to say no without apologizing, and yes without asking for permission. I learned that confidence isn't walking into a room thinking that everybody will like you. Confidence is walking into a room knowing that you'll be okay if they don't. My relationships became healthier. My boundaries became stronger. My purpose became clearer. And my peace finally became real. And here's the victory I really want you to hear. When fear stopped controlling me, my purpose started guiding me. When approval stopped being my master, freedom started becoming my lifestyle. Now, if you're listening to this and feel trapped by the need to be liked, valued, chosen, or even affirmed, hear me. You don't need permission to be who you were created to be. You don't need applause to validate your assignment. You don't need approval from people to validate the calling that God has already approved from heaven. From this key of losing my approval addiction, I launched out and I started filming a documentary and writing a book and creating YouTube videos and just launching after my purpose because I didn't have the need to impress anybody else. I just had the need to fulfill my God-given destiny of being an author, motivational speaker, transformation coach. And you too can fulfill your God-given purpose. So stop letting fear dictate who you are. The victory I gained is a life where I finally know who I am, whose I am, and why I'm here. So I'm here to tell you that if God can break that fear in me, He can in you too. I hope you got something from this message, and I hope you have a blessed day.